what are you trying to put out exactly? Are you trying to expose, to humiliate? Are you trying to expose so people can witness someone, experience someone more fully? Is it to punish the condemned, discipline the witnesses? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I guess I was actually like talking to journalists about this yesterday. So there's like the personal, I guess, motive, and then there's like the motive I'll tell everyone. And it's like essentially there's a gap in the social media space for someone who's honest and truthful and who's going to expose some of the disgusting predators and raise up some of those survivors. I mean, there are so many child stars who've gone through countless stories of abuse or cases of abuse, and it's a sick cycle that I think needs to have light shined onto it. And the premise kind of applies to a lot of different stories. It could be Britney Spears' conservatorship. It could also be a family channel who's putting up their child, or a creator who's abusing their animal. There's a lot of like sick things going out there. And I felt that I could cover those and cover stories that are maybe less serious, because I take more of a technical approach when it comes to trying to pull court documents and trying to really get down to the bottom of what this story means and what's important to show to people.
I guess some of where it's coming from, like, let's talk about like the Oprah thing. Like, you're exposing Oprah, but some of it just shows that she can get away with it. Meaning, even though Sloan Hooks is gonna expose Oprah, she's still she's fine. So
Yeah.
in a sense, what you're doing is showing, no, she's so much more powerful than, she's untouchable. You can't even imagine, and that's an unintended consequence potentially of your videos, I would say.
Yeah, and I think it's so interesting how you look at that, and that's I think how a lot of people look at it. Because for me, I made the video because it was highly requested, and I still get shocked at celebrities who cease and desist me or who try to message me, like Sean Kingston was trying to message me, these people, because it is just like my little video and it's not going to affect them. Even like I was at Soho House and Drake Bell, no, not Drake Bell, it was Mike Milos from the band Rye came out to me and like started like going off on me. And it's like, I still don't think that there's like, it's not that important. It's just a little YouTube video. Like, it's not like, yeah, a few 100,000 views. That's nothing.
No,
how many people are
that's
out
not
there?
true.
But I'm just like, to me, there's nothing for Oprah. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything to Oprah. Like if I am,
That's true.
like if I were to meet another celebrity, yeah, like I would be weird. Like that's why I don't want to have too much bad blood in the industry, because I don't really look at it that serious. Like if I were to like see someone who I've made a video about, like Jimmy Kimmel, and like in public, I'd be like totally nice to him and normal. It's like, it's just work. It's just, that's what happens. That's the media. Like it's been like this forever. You put out stories. It's, sometimes it trashes him. Sometimes it could look good. And then you move on. I feel like I don't feel like an advocate or like an activist in some way with my content. I'm making the content because people are requesting it, because people want to see it. So then I create the product, I put it out there, it's done. And I would hope that anyone I talk about, like if they had a real problem with it, like the lawyers can deal with it, or they can reach out to me, or we can figure it out. But I mean, it's just a video. Like it's keeping them relevant for some of these people. Some other creators that like I've talked about are, celebrities. It's like some people don't even know who they are. And then I bring them to a new audience. Like they should be thanking me in a way. So I don't know. I don't look at it as like a impactful, like, oh, I want to stop Oprah. I think maybe for the Free Britney movement, it was a little bit different. I was a lot more involved with it personally and like actually a part of a movement. But other than that, that's why I was saying earlier, I like film the video. Then I check in, check out. And I'm kind of like, whatever happens, happens. I hope the person doesn't hate me, because even like Mike, the situation, I know he hates me, and it's like, oh, I wanted to have him on my podcast at some point, but now we got bad blood because he took my video too serious. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, that's not for you to say.
I guess so, yeah.
Because you have a big fan base. It's not just a little video.
I guess like I've gotten numb to that, because I did have at points where it did affect me and my emotions, like in my personal life, and gave me depression when I did actually hurt someone through my videos. So I can understand how people sometimes get hurt, but that was a little bit more towards the time where I did like, I guess more scandalous exposés, as far as like they weren't really publicized. Nowadays, like my videos, like there's tons of articles about them. They're everywhere. So like me putting my video together, it's like, go to the articles and tell them to go remove it. Why is my video the problem when I'm just like, just reiterating what people have said, just putting it in a catchy way with some clips and, getting views on it. So I still like feel like I guess it's up to that person whether it's a big deal or not. And I can tell sometimes too when people aren't just like, they're just super emotional, or they can't handle people talking about them. And that's never been me. Like if people make videos about me, and people have, I'm not bothered. I think because I also feel very disconnected from my job, that it's not about me really. It's not about my personal life. People can't really say anything about who I am through me just like speaking on the news.
The fact that you have lawyers that you're dealing with sometimes, what was like the hottest legal controversy you got into because of an expose you did?
Probably Bob Saget. Yeah, because that
The late great.
Yeah, he went from cease and desist to cease to exist. So yeah, he was super mad at this video that went viral, got like 1 million views in a day, and that was the first time I truly felt like I went viral, because it wasn't just like on YouTube. I was like going on TikTok, and there were like plenty of people like talking about like, did you know Bob Saget's such a creep, blah blah. It's like I started this whole wave of people just hating on him, all from like my video that went viral. And he was super threatening. He used Andrew Brittler, and they were just like, you have to take it down, blah blah blah. We're gonna get the Olsen twins lawyer involved, which I'm more scared of the Olsen twins because they have real money. Like Bob Saget, yeah, he's got money, but he's still like, you know, he was doing shows in his 50s, or, you know, still doing that type of stuff. So I was super scared at first, and I did remove the video. I ended up putting the video back up once he died and making more videos. But that one was really intense because I had no legal representation. So I was just going back and forth with them. And actually there was a lawyer in the Free Britney movement I met. So he was helping me like kind of like formulate my responses. But I was complicit in the beginning for the first year and a half of like when people would reach out. And then since then, I've gone to the point where I like later on will either talk about it or just re-release the video. Like Liz Gillies sent me a cease and desist, and it was so sad. It was like a paragraph long. And I took down the video because I was scared. She's like, you got 24 hours. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to wait until the 24th hour because I'm going to get all the views I can because this video is doing well. But then I ended up taking it down. And then a year later from that date, I made a video of the cease and desist letter and kind of told the story. But I was like, oh, did you know? I made the title like Liz Gillies threatened to sue me. And it was like a year after that letter came to me. So sometimes I like take those things from the past and I'll like bring them back to life and be like, oh, like here's some more content. Like if someone's lawyer reaches out to me, it like 9 times out of 10 will end up in a YouTube video or any celebrity does. Yeah. More content.
More content.
Yeah.
Everything is content.
Yeah, I guess so.
What are your goals for the channel, and how do you like make sure that you're going to keep up the growth?
Well, I keep just listening to the people and posting videos that they want to talk about. And thankfully, pop culture, there's so much content. I've got lists and lists of things to talk about. So I'm really like focused on just keeping that going and, you know, hitting my million and just producing kind of the same content on there. I don't really see much change coming from that. I think personally in my career right now, I'm looking for growth in other ways. So with the podcast, like focusing on that, I'm working with the publicist to try to get like some more guests on because it's such a struggle. And then my Snapchat show, and then working with merchandise and getting on the red carpet and doing some interviews for like People Magazine or EET or things like that is kind of where I'm headed, because ultimately I know YouTube isn't going to last forever. So I want to make sure I get myself everywhere so I can make some type of name for myself, so that whenever YouTube does like, you know, fail, or if I fail, or if the site fails or anything, I'll just graduate into mainstream or do something in entertainment.
Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.